Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and my son had a 5:45 a.m. baseball practice this morning, and it poured down rain. I mean, it poured on them, and they still practiced. I don't know how they did it, but the good news is that we're late in the Little League season, and my younger son had a game tonight, and to be honest, when it gets to this point in the season, I'm kind of up to my eyeballs in baseball. And I think because of the rain, his game might be canceled. And I'm not complaining. At this point, I'm tired. Plus, I've got to do travel ball. Travel ball starts soon, and whew, that takes up your whole life. All right, Zero Hedge. Binance says all withdrawals are temporarily suspended on Binance. I don't know what this is about, but we shall see. Then we've got this CoinMarketCap. Let me do a refresh here. CoinMarketCap, XRP is up 4.79% at 156. XRP has been holding in a pretty tight range for several days now. And I wanted to show you what these some of these chart guys are saying about this. The Dark Defender says, Deers XRP is trying to break 163 and 172. Supports are 150 and 144. Here's the update. I will wait in patience. Patience is the word from these guys today. I'll show you somebody else say that. I will wait in patience for XRP to break the targets one by one. My initial targets are 272, 560, $9, and $13.33. All-time highs getting closer day by day. When we cross this one, folks, I owe my kids a weenie dog named Ripple. For those of you that have been around for a while, I told them that when the price hits $5, and unfortunately for them, they've had to wait 5 years, or at least 3 or 4 years from the time I thought it would happen. Crypto Wizard, patience pays. Very soon, this will be understood. XRP, he says, and this guy says, I hope it does. XRP is all I have. There's no hope or speculation. I'm bullish on XRP and have been since December. Be patient and revisit this tweet once we are on the moon. I agree. Okay. Now, Perianne Boring from the Digital Chamber of Commerce was on CNBC this morning, and listen to what she says.
Before we even get it, do you have a review of this? My sons watched, not live, but we all had conversations about this, and they were like, Dad, that was really weird. That was basically the Sorkin family review of Elon Musk on SNL. What did you think of this?
It is really weird. As you mentioned, Dogecoin is at above a $60 billion market cap today. And it's quite a conundrum to me to really understand how this joke just won't go away. And I'm glad you replayed that key clip from Saturday night's SNL viewing, because he did reveal something very telling, that it is a hustle. And what people need to understand is that Elon Musk is a holder of Dogecoin. So as more people are buying this cryptocurrency, you're playing into his hand or his hustle.
Okay. Now, I want to give a caveat here. I like Perianne Boring. I think she is really good for the industry. I think she's done a great job. I think the Chamber of Digital Commerce has done a great job. But look, the powers that be early on chose Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think they chose I don't know if they ever intended for Bitcoin and Ethereum to, in the long term, be the end all be all. But I'll expound on that in a minute. But this is the truth, and I wrote it right here. I'm certainly no fan of Dogecoin, but it's giving the Bitcoin maxis fits because it's no worse of a store of value than Bitcoin. My store of value is XRP, limited in amount. And look, ultimately, this is really all Bitcoin has. It was first, and without that, it's got a limited amount, okay? And that's really the whole argument. but it has all kinds of negative things about it. But anyway, I said my store value is XRP because it's limited in amount, just like Bitcoin, but it's faster, cheaper to send, and scalable, unlike Bitcoin, and has use that's going to be where it's being used in the real world. Bitcoin has none of that. The only reason Bitcoin, I've said it 1,000 times, the only reason Bitcoin is even still here is because some billionaires somewhere out there decided that it was going to be this store. Well, originally they thought it would be for payments too, and I think they figured that out along the way and got in a room and said, hey, we got to figure out a marketing program here for this. And they said, how about store of value? Because they had too much money in it at the time. That's what happened, I'm telling you. Now, then here's the second clip with Perry on Boring.
Flip this conversation around and let's just talk about Ethereum a little bit because of just how high it's moved, even over the past couple of weeks and now today again. What do you think the fair value for Ethereum is, given the use case, given the fact that there are lots of people that are programming on top of it and planning to use it? How should people think about the actual value? I know people talk about various protocols of the internet over the years and how this should be maybe considered one of the next protocols. Well, those protocols historically never had, quote, value assigned to them.
Yeah, it's a little early to tell who is in what protocol is going to be the leading smart contracts base. This is very different than Bitcoin. It's key use case today is that as a store of value. When it comes to a cryptocurrency to be used as a store of value, Bitcoin is clearly the winner. Ethereum was created to be a smart contracts protocol. It has a lot of competition.
Bitcoin is not clearly the winner in terms of being a store of value. Bitcoin is only in that spot because the powers that be are behind this marketing program. It's a global marketing program, and they store value, store value, store value. Everything says Bitcoin, Bitcoin on CNBC every time you go on. But it is a pile of garbage compared to just about every other digital asset further down the list. And they know this, okay? This is the part of the marketing thing. But as I'll show you in a minute, I think Bitcoin gets through just because it was the first. Listen to the rest.
And from many other cryptocurrencies and protocols that are out there. And it's too early to tell who the winner is going to be, and it's very hard to value Ethereum today because of that.
Okay, help the audience. If you weren't going to invest in Ethereum or Bitcoin, is there another crypto that you would think about?
It depends on what the use case is. If you're looking for a store of value, again, Bitcoin is clearly the winner. If you're looking to engage in a smart contracts platform, there's many that are out there. If you're excited about the DeFi space, there's a number of other protocols that are building in the DeFi space as well. So in terms of investing, the first rule of investing is do not invest in things you do not understand. You have to do.
Well, I understand them very clearly, and here's my thoughts on the Ethereum and Bitcoin thing. This is it. I summarized it right here, and then I'll play you what Charles Hoskinson, who's a very smart man, said. Dirty little secret time. The billionaires that chose Bitcoin and Ethereum too early. Now, I say too early. They did and they didn't. They chose it too early. They've made pots of money, and from that perspective, they did not choose it too early. The part where I start to disagree is where, okay, they've made the money, and now they're going to continue with this narrative that they know is not true. I mean, they know the things I'm telling you right here. These people know, they know that proof of work is not scalable. They know it's got an energy problem, but they continue to run with it knowing these things. Okay, look, you've made your money. Let's tell the truth now. That's where I'm coming from. But here's the deal. They made the money, but the tech's a joke, and they know it. As a store of value only, Bitcoin can continue. If you go and look at Bitcoin's white paper, it says in the white paper, first line, about how it's going to be for payments or something to that effect. Look, it failed in the freaking first line, and they know this too. Okay, that's why they went with the store of value thing. Now, Bitcoin can continue even with all of the defects. Ethereum, proof of work Ethereum, cannot continue with the defects, with the proof of work defects, and it can't because there's going to be companies and people building on it, building smart contracts on it, and it'll be a nightmare. Bitcoin doesn't have that problem. That's the only reason it can continue on down the road. These people know this. What they're not telling you yet, Perry Ann started to touch on it there, is that, yeah, they're going to go to Ethereum 2.0, but that's like anything. There could be all kinds of problems with that. Meanwhile, guys like Charles Hoskinson, they've been building on, working on all the issues, the things that were wrong with Ethereum, and other companies like the Flare Network have been building behind the scenes and building these smart contract platforms that don't have the problems that Ethereum or even Ethereum 2.0 will have, that they already know it'll have because of the being proof of stake, I believe it was. They all know this stuff. And look, the way I see it, because Mama raised me to tell you the truth, even if the truth hurts, to tell you the truth. So that's what I do here. And Charles Hoskinson tells you the truth right here too. Listen.
So for Cardano, I don't think too much about Ethereum. It's second generation technology. It's like Lamborghini thinking about Ford. It doesn't usually come up much in the conversations.
This is one of the guys who was actually one of the guys that built Ethereum, folks. He was there, and he built this thing to be better. Just like the originators of the XRP ledger, they built it to be a better Bitcoin, and it worked, and they did. But all that's standing in the way of all of this is political things going on that are because of this set of billionaires or whoever they are that have been behind this Bitcoin Ethereum marketing program. It is as clear as the blue sky in front of you what's going on. And at some point, the truth is going to rise on up to the top. And that at that point, you won't find me holding the Bitcoin Ethereum bag. I can promise you that. Now, as long as we're talking about Cardano, which is real tech, iTrustCapital had added Cardano. You can now get Cardano ADA in your iTrustCapital IRA. I have a Roth and a SEP IRA with them, and these guys are one of my sponsors. But I have, the reason they're my sponsor is because I got to talking to them and opened my own IRA, and I loved what they were doing so much that I was like, I got to tell people about this, and we worked something out. So and also, by the way, if you have a old 401k, or you get fired or you leave a job and you want to roll your 401k, you can open an IRA over at iTrustCapital and roll the old 401k into their IRA. Then you can go and buy, XRP, Cardano. Right now you can't buy XRP because their trading's halted like everybody else. But I think you can get XLM in there, I believe. I think they're working on getting Polkadot. I think they've got that one on there too. All right, so moving along, Brooks Entwistle. I don't know how to say his last name, but hey, I butcher names for a living on this channel. All right, so Brooks Entwistle, having worked for the United Nations in Cambodia almost 30 years ago, serving in remote war-torn Preah Vihear province in Untak. Man, you're saying all kinds of things. I don't know how to say them. All right, and he says, seeing Ripple and SBI bring blockchain technology payment solutions to the country is super exciting, impactful, and personally meaningful. Okay, I think I'm going to stop this video here. I've got other things, but I'm going to put those in video number 2 today because I ran over here. But I just want to let you know that I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that this Brooke Entwistle, who he's forwarding this joint venture between SBI and Ripple, has introduced Cambodia's first international remit. This guy is on the ball, and he's sharp if you look at his resume.